Tennessee's going to come out and absolutely end that game by halftime?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Appalachian State, I'm not going to go out on a limb like I did, by the way, in 2007. And my good friend who does local radio here, Adam Reardon, has it on tape where I predicted on tape in 2007 that Appalachian State would win that football game, and people said, that's because you went to school there. I said, no, it's because Michigan's not a number 5 school team. It was a preseason number 5 ranking off what they had done the year before. They had graduated a lot of people, and Appalachian State had just come off its second Division I AA national championship, and I know the program at Appalachian State, they get guys from West Virginia that can't get into University of West Virginia. They get guys from Virginia that can't get into Virginia. They get guys from Carolina that can't get into Carolina. They get
grades wise,
right?
Yeah.
Grades wise. They get back then. They got 1A talent that just couldn't get into a 1A school.
Well, Tennessee will cover by halftime in this game.
Well, we'll see.
So, just trust me.
And also, you didn't even mention a USC Notre Dame game, which, by the way, could have all kind of implications to Notre Dame national championship-wise if it gets there.
Well, and after USC beats Alabama, obviously USC will be trying to go undefeated by the end of the last game of the season against Notre Dame. You know that, right?
Okay. After the break, I'm going to give you a prediction that you're going to say, this is the third year in a row you made that prediction. But eventually it has to be right. I'm going to tell you who I think. I think this is the best year for them not to have a shot to get a national tournament of any.
Okay.
I'll tell you why after the break. This is the Voice of Ocala. Tom James in the building. Tom Schmidt's here. Christine Odiar over there pushing all the right buttons. Buddy Martin drinking Mai Tais or rum runners or something, telling me I'm number 1 in text messages. I don't know what that means. Terry Bradshaw telling me I'm number 1. I know I'm number 1.
I get a mental picture.
So I'll just, leave it at that Tom Schmitz is number 1, and he knows that, and the world needs to know that. Coming up next, I'll give you what I think is a team that has the least shot to get into the Final Four of all the teams being talked about. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA.
The Source.
Have you been diagnosed with BPH or an enlarged prostate gland? Are you tired of getting up at night to visit the bathroom? You may be eligible for the Equinox study, a clinical research study of an investigational drug to reduce the number of times you wake up to urinate at night, a condition known as nocturia. To qualify, you must be male, be at least 18 years of age, have been diagnosed with BPH, have been bothered by nocturia for at least 1 year, and meet additional study requirements. Qualified participants will receive all study medication and study-related care from a dedicated team of medical staff at no cost. Health insurance is not required to participate. Again, the Equinox study is for males, ages 18 and older, who are diagnosed with BPH and have been bothered by nocturia for at least 1 year. To find out more and to see if you qualify, please call 1-352-234-8436. That's 1-352-234-8436.
Need a car? Need financing? Need somebody to cut through the red tape and send you rolling down the highway? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Got great credit and just prefer a quality pre-owned car at a fair price from somebody you can trust? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Want to avoid high pressure to feel appreciated and be able to choose from a wide selection of AutoCheck and Carfax certified vehicles? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala. Prestige. It's all there in our name.
My name is Bo Briggs. I'm a sixth-generation Ocalan, and I practice law with my father at the Briggs Law Firm. Over the years, we've seen many changes to Ocala and many changes in our profession. What has not changed is our commitment to our clients. You will speak with and get to know your attorney. That will never change. A lawyer will personally handle your case, not a paralegal. So if you've been injured in an accident and would appreciate personal attention, you can reach us at 671-4600 or learn more at thebriggslawfirm.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jay Metzler. Wildfires burning in several western states, 2 threatening homes in California.
The 2 most concerning California fires near Big Sur and northeast of Fresno continue to challenge firefighters. The Big Sur fire is less than 20% contained. However, increased humidity and low temperatures are helping slow the growth of the blaze, which has consumed about 60 homes. Firefighters are having slightly better luck with the Fresno fire, which is about 30% contained.
Fox's Gernal Scott.
He's woefully unprepared to do this job.
President Obama in his strongest language yet, saying Donald Trump is not fit to be president, urging Republicans to withdraw their endorsements. Trump accusing the president of failed leadership. At the close on Wall Street, the Dow down 91, the Nasdaq off 46, the S&P down 14. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you tired of your timeshare? Are you frustrated with increasing maintenance fees? Lone Star Transfer can help. Now, before you pay another maintenance fee, call us today for a free consultation. We provide a written guarantee that we'll do what we promise, or we'll refund 100% of your fee. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Lone Star Transfer has helped thousands of timeshare owners just like you. So call today to see which program your timeshare qualifies for. 855-722-3166. That's 855-722-3166.
Any Joe Schmo knows Geico will work to save you money on car insurance. But since money talks, why not just ask the savings?
That's me, Joe's Savings. I'm not literally $1 million, but I feel like it. Why? Because when Joe switched his car insurance at Geico.com, his monthly rate went down and the savings went up. Now he uses the handy Geico mobile app anytime to check out his policy perks. Talk about a win-win and 2 thumbs up. Man, I wish I had thumbs.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news. Fox News. Every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source.
WOCA.
Welcome back to Buddy Sports Page on a Tuesday afternoon. Tom and Tom in the building. You know, I never got to publicly, in front of you, thank you for what you and Felicia Judge did last week, allowing me to get my extra day in for my 50th birthday. I appreciate that.
So you didn't lose your license?
I did not.
Not lose the FCC was not flown into town to, fix all the problems we caused. That's good to know.
Speaking of somebody flying into town and out of town, let's go to the phone lines, talk to a guy that's out of town right now. Buddy Martin joins us. Buddy, good afternoon.
Hey, Tom and Tom, how you guys doing there? Just thought I'd check in with you from Paradise, see how things are back in Ocala, Florida.
You're really just rubbing it in our face, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
I'm hearing rumors of pictures being sent with Mai Tais, and it's not even noon out there, buddy. What's going on out there?
No, it's not. We just did our radio show this week. We had a Zen Terry Bradshaw football show. Talk about the wind blowing through the air and the trees. Talking our soft Zen voices. You get mesmerized by this place called Paradise out here. And so Terry is going to tell us all about why he's in Hawaii coming up on Southern Peaks again tonight. So I thought I'd check in with you guys real fast and talk a little bit about the news in Gainesville. I got a call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I happened to have my phone in my hand, and it said Steve Spurrier. I couldn't answer it because my wife is sleeping. I listened to the message, and he said in about an hour they're going to announce I'm going back to the University of Florida as a consultant and an ambassador. Jerry and I are moving to Gainesville. I'll be 100% Gator. And you know all that story. I've had very little information except what I picked up off online. But what a wonderful story. It sort of completes the circle, doesn't it?
It really does, buddy. It's, and it's almost like you could see this coming. That he had got the ambassador position at South Carolina, but you saw him at Florida during the spring at practice, during spring events and everything. And then with the field being named after him, and that event taking place with the 50th anniversary of his Heisman, it just seems like the perfect bow on the gift that is Steve Spurrier, doesn't it?
It does, and we talked with Jeremy Foley. You remember on the show, I don't know, a couple months ago. I did a column about it, and he said even then, before all this was announced, that if he ever had the opportunity to bring Steve Spurrier home, he would like to see that happen because, after all, quote, he's our Bear Bryant. Well, he's the Bear Bryant's back in Tuscaloosa, but Steve Spurrier's back in Gainesville, and it's a happy time, and it's a good timing, too, because with Jeremy Foley stepping down now in October, now Spurrier becomes more than just a figurehead. He'll watch a little bit of film probably from time to time, and he already kind of let the cat out of the bag when he said, I understand Luke Del Rio was the top quarterback, and they have been keeping that under wraps for about 3 months now and let it dribble out there. So it's all good. It's really a good thing, good feeling among Gator Nation right now.
It's a good thing to have with Jeremy Foley leaving. It's a good thing to have Steve Spurrier back, don't you think, buddy, in the sense that he's the link to the past now. He brings the past into the present and on into the future.
Yeah, as we'll hear probably in a bite we've got from him later on, he's right about the fact that he says, maybe we can pick up and help Coach Mack, as he calls him, continue on with the program that both Urban Meyer and myself started here. That's that winning tradition, and he really likes McElwain a lot. I spoke to him on the phone just yesterday, and he says, Coach Mack, he says, he really is gracious to allow another coach to come in here like this. And he said he has no ego. And he said the thing about him is that he's kind of got coaches. He works hard, but he doesn't punish his coaches. And he likes that about McElwain. And it fits Spurrier's kind of easy rider style. You'll get that reference, Tom, and what that means, easy rider. Some of the millennials won't. But anyway, he gets that kind of style. He likes that. So I had to laugh at Steve, though. He said, I was walking around the stadium. He says, and one of the young female athletes came up and said, welcome back, Coach Spurrier. He says, I'm kind of surprised. They all remember me here. I said, duh, I guess they do.
Well, it just seems like the way that it needs to come. It's come full circle now. He was the Heisman Trophy winner in 1966. Then he brought the first national championship in 1996. And now in 2016, 50 years later, it's like the circle of life is completed with Steve Spurrier in the University of Florida. He left, he went, he came back, and now all is right in Gator Nation.
Right, Tom, it's almost like that fable of whoever it was that pulled the sword out of the stone. And became whatever he was, the king. Steve Spurrier pulled the sword out of the stone in 1963. And he came to Florida, and everything is good. And what a year he has had. After stepping down, a tough year last year, now all of a sudden everything good happens to him. He's had all these opportunities to go TV. He said he didn't want to do all that travel. He gets the field named after him, of course. Steve Spurrier, Florida Field. Then it's announced he's going to come back as an ambassador and a consultant. He's got a book coming out, As we know, by the way, it's we appreciate all the people who are involved in that day at Barnes & Noble, August 2nd, 6 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be a hot night to be there to get your book signed at Barnes & Noble. It's been a huge year for Steve Spurrier all the way around, so he has lived that dream life these recent months.
He certainly has. Speaking of living the dream life, somebody's on the Big Island living the dream life right now, Tom. And, here's a question I need answered. I remember a year ago this conversation was had that only married couples. So Buddy and Joni are married. Jennifer and I are not married. Tom James was there that night with his lovely wife, Heather, and yet how are you here with me, Tom, and not
Ocala.
out there? Yeah, how's that possible?
I'm in Ocala. I'm not in Hawaii.
Let me check with Terry right now. Terry, I'm doing the show live for these guys. And said, can you send the plane for them, Tom and Tom? Yeah, he said the plane will be coming. You're sending the plane for them right now? They're in Ocala doing the show live. Yeah. Tomorrow night, I'll check on him and see. He says you got to go to Paris today, but he said tomorrow night he'd come by and pick you up. Okay?
Hey,
be ready.
If he wants to go to Paris, I like the Paris Casino in Las Vegas. I'm a big fan.
He didn't have in mind bringing you to Paris. That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, you let him know we're not busy, so we're in.
Yeah.
You're available if needed. Right?
We are available.
Listen, guys, you've done a great job, and thank you for all the good stuff you've been doing, allowing us to come over here and enjoy this time. It's been wonderful. It's been beyond what we expected, and the most important thing, it's been great with the people we've been around. It's been so much fun. So, I would wish everybody to get to Hawaii, but I tell you, you really get an opportunity to be with people that you love and be in such a special place.
Well, I'm glad that y'all were able to get out there. More for Miss Joni than for you, though. Let's be honest.
There's no doubt about that. She deserves it more, for sure.
All right, Buddy Martin, thanks for checking in with us.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next week.
Have a good one, buddy.
There you go, Buddy
and
Martin.
Terry.
Buddy Martin and Terry Bradshaw. You heard Terry Bradshaw in the background from Hawaii. Yeah. So before Buddy called in, we were going to talk about a team that I think has the least chance of making the Final Four.
Okay.
And it's a team you touched on. While he always reloads and he resets and he redoes everything and he's got 5-star recruits, Ole Miss, LSU, rivalry game against Auburn, USC and Jerry's World. I wouldn't want Alabama's schedule this year. And I think that schedule is so tough that it may cost Alabama an invite to the Final Four.
But it's about like it is every year. You know, they usually have a tough out-of-conference game. Yeah, it's USC this time, but it's the SEC. That's their gauntlet that they've got to run every single year. I know LSU is, a lot of SEC fans hope they're up a little bit better. Little new fresh breath of air for Les Miles, and they've got the best running back in the country. But I don't know. If Alabama is Alabama and they've got this great defense again, I don't see why they're not the team to beat once again in the SEC.
Here's the problem. At AT&T Stadium, neutral game, USC. At Vaught Hemingway Stadium, Oxford, Mississippi. At Neyland Stadium, Knoxville, Tennessee. At Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now, the only game they don't have at is Auburn. It's at Bryant-Denny.
But I want you to look at that schedule, Schmitty. Look at it closely. I don't see a lot of places where there are back-to-back games that are brutal. Seems like most of the time they've got a tough game, and then the ones on either end of it are manageable.
The Tennessee game, they're at Arkansas, then at Tennessee. That could be a tough run because that 4-week stretch is at Arkansas, at Tennessee, Texas A&M at home, and then at LSU.
Yeah, Texas A&M's not a problem.
Right, but I'm just saying they're all SEC games.
Yeah,
I just think you're going to hear it from me here. I think this is the year, and I've said it 3 years in a row. I think this is the year that it sets up that there may not. I think that there could be a great possibility the SEC is not represented in the national championship foursome.
I just can't imagine that happening, but the only team in the SEC, you can mark my words, the only team that can beat Alabama in the SEC this year will be LSU.
State University.
Will be LSU. That's it.
Well, Hugh Freeze.
Nobody else has beat them in the SEC.
Hugh Freeze and the Ole Miss team, who have plenty of talent, and a returning quarterback, Chad Kelly, think otherwise.
Yeah. Not buying.
And by the way, you didn't buy it last year, as I didn't either, and we didn't buy it 2 years ago. And lo and behold, in the last 2 seasons, Alabama at Mississippi, Mississippi at Alabama, and Alabama's still 0-2.
They can lose a game in the regular season, even in the SEC, and still get to the SEC title game and get to the playoffs.
But they can't lose 2 games in the SEC and get to the. They can't lose 2 games and get to the national playoffs. I don't think they can. And it's a very real possibility that Alabama team with an unknown entity at quarterback, that first game of the season could lose to number 19 preseason ranked University of Southern California. That's a real possibility.
That would be terrible.
For anybody that had to be within a 50 or 60 mile radius of you.
Touche.
Thanks, Tom James, for coming in.
You got it.
Take a break, come back, wrap up our Buddy Martin Sports Page Hour right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA.
The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Located in Ocala, Renstar Medical Research has offered a wide range of clinical research trials for 17 years. Renstar conducts clinical trials for conditions such as migraines, memory decline, fibromyalgia, and sun-damaged skin. To learn more, call Renstar at 352-629-5800. Help us create a healthier tomorrow by volunteering today. Please call Renstar at 352-629-5800.
This is Kendall Carpenter with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I want to introduce you to the finest equestrian opportunity available. If you love horses and enjoy Central Florida's mild climate and rich rolling landscape, come explore Golden Ocala. Bridle trails weave their way through this stunningly beautiful community of stately homes. Our state-of-the-art equestrian center will meet all of your equestrian needs with style. Visit us at goldenocala.com.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
WWWOCA,
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Welcome back to Buddy's Sports Page. As we wrap up today's show, I want to get an update on the trade deadline for yesterday's MLB. And I'm going to tell you about some of the people I think are winners and losers. The rich get richer in almost everything. You know that, right?
Yep.
So the Cubs go out and get one of the most dominant closers in the game, Aroldis Chapman. They gave up only one prospect while doing it. And now they have one of the top late inning duos of Chapman and Hector Rondon, and added Angels' Joe Smith as another pitcher. The Indians, I mean, they did great getting into it. The Dodgers, the best truly available starter out there, Rich Hill, he got picked up by the Dodgers. The Nationals got a reliable closer to help Jonathan Papelbon. The losers, though, the White Sox were terrible. They gave up. They didn't get rid of Chris Sales, who they could, but his contract's team friendly. They didn't get rid of Jose Quintana. They should have. But they didn't keep Zach Duke, and I don't understand that. You know who else was a loser? Jonathan Lucroy, the Brewers catcher. He rounded up with the Rangers. He used his no-trade clause veto to veto a deal with the Indians. He told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that he wanted to be dealt. I want to win, and I don't see us winning in the foreseeable future. I want to go to the World Series. The Rangers may get him to the World Series, but the Indians would have got him to the World Series if he went to the Indians. But the Indians said they weren't going to sign him to a long-term deal, and they couldn't. If they did sign him to a long-term deal, they would not guarantee that they weren't going to sign him to a long-term deal. He's a free agent in the end of next year, and they weren't going to guarantee he gets all the starts at catcher because they have a great catching prospect in Cleveland. So he's going to play first base, and he wouldn't. In a free agent year, he didn't want that. So he's a big loser, and of course, Yasiel Puig. Yasiel Puig was told yesterday that not only are we not going to trade you, but we're going to send you down to minor league baseball. There's a guy who 5 years ago was thought of as one of the best players in the game, and now the Dodgers want to option him to minor league baseball.
That's awful.
That's what happened yesterday at the trade deadline in Major League Baseball. So pretty good show today.
Yeah, it was good. It flowed real nice.
I had a lot of people comment on the discussion we had about health yesterday.
Really? That was a good, I enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah. Had a pretty good conversation on health. You may hear that again during a best of show somewhere.
Really?
Because that was a pretty good show.
I enjoyed that.
So, but today was pretty good. Yeah. I'd like to thank our guest today, Tom James, coming in to do the roundtable. I thought he had I knew there was going to be, 5 seconds in, he had USC already off the board. Mm-hmm. You knew he was going with the University of
definitely called that one.
Southern California. It's hard to not say University of South Carolina.
I know, and my roommate went to USC South Carolina and then transferred, and every time we would tell people where we transferred from, Southern California?
No.
No.
University of South Carolina. But USC, University of Southern California, Trojans. Tom James picked that game against Alabama in Arlington, Texas, Jerry World. Not a surprise there. I also want to thank Buddy Martin for checking in from the Big Island in Hawaii with Terry Bradshaw in the background.
That was very unexpected.
Pretty unexpected there. I had no idea that was coming.
Nope.
And I also want to thank Dan Martone for coming in and making your windscreen smell a lot better.
It smells like flowers. It smells great now.
Yeah, it smells great now. That is Christine Odiar. For Christine Odiar pushing all the right buttons, Tom James, and for Buddy Martin, I'm Tom Schmitz. Have a good night, everybody.